You want to rise to meet this occasion, Leo, but guess what? You already have. Hey Leo, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is going to be a timeless reading for Leo's Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, wherever Leo happens to fall in your chart, to help you come into alignment with your highest good in this moment. Let's see what's going on with Leo. The heart of your reading, we have the Two of Cups with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Some sort of choice that you're making, a relationship that you're entering, is paired or intertwined somehow with avoiding work, getting out of work, going on a vacation. We might be talking about just a vacation, like a couple's getaway. Or this might be more involved with how a relationship or a choice in love is affecting your job or your livelihood. Like you could be moving or choosing to look for a new job because of a person you're in love with. You could be changing careers in order to prioritize love in your life. Maybe a career that's going to require less time from you, so you can focus more on romance, a romantic relationship. The challenge is healing old wounds. The Three of Swords in reverse, it tells me that you're close to that energy, but it's still a hurdle that you need to cross. You're remembering how your past work habits affected either this relationship or previous relationships, and you don't want to see that happen again. Perhaps you don't want to play out old storylines with like the way other partners treated you. You don't want to behave that way towards someone else, or the way that you saw one of your parents treating the other parent. Just definitely emotional healing going on here through the choices that you're making. Your focus is the Six of Swords in reverse, which shows me that you've done a lot of healing in the past. You've moved beyond certain painful times. You've gotten yourself into a better situation, mentally and emotionally speaking. But right now, it feels kind of like you're moving backwards. It feels like you're having to drudge up old memories or re-experience things from a new perspective that you thought you were past. It is called for in this situation. That emotional healing it's dredging it up for a reason, not just to wallow in pain. So don't worry if you're concerned about like this coming up for no reason. That's not the case. In the recent past, we have the Four of Swords. Healing. Withdrawing, reflecting, figuring out what you think about things, and how it's been affecting your life. It could be just needing to take a break from work, feeling burnt out about work, wanting to take a step back, go on a romantic getaway with your person. Let's see the reason this is all happening. What's the crowning position? Wheel of Fortune. An opportunity for you to level up, to go through a similar chapter of life, but in an upgraded way, in a way that's elevated, in a way that is You're bringing something new to it, so life is going to reflect that back to you. It's getting another try at something that this might not be the case for you, but I'm getting it, so I'm going to say it. You feel like you messed up the last time you had this opportunity. You had an opportunity. You felt like, in retrospect, upon reflection, it didn't go so great. You're getting a very similar sort of thing unfolding now in your life, and it's like you're getting another shot at it. You don't want to mess it up the same way you messed it up before. I mean, that's the energy that the Wheel of Fortune is all about anyway. You try, you fail, you try, you fail, you learn, you try again. It goes well, it goes better, you make more mistakes, you make new mistakes, you do really well, you do even better, and then you level up. And you get an opportunity to kind of go through all those experiences again, but with different people, with different backdrops, different environments. So you're a new version of you going through all of those things again. I think it's going to feel bigger and better. We have the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You're bringing in that emotionally mature mindset, that elevated emotional maturity with you into this new chapter. And in the near future, we have the Star in reverse. Not being too fixated on hopes and dreams, feeling like the healing for this stage in your life is behind you. You want to focus more on enjoying now, rather than kind of retreat and hunker down and heal and be away from the world. I think you are, though, more so not idealizing the future. This feels like a very positive reason for the reversal, because in the upright it's like, this is exactly what I want. I'm dreaming for the future. I have my eye on the star. That's my wish. That's what I want. And I feel like what it's trying to say to us in this reversal is, it's still the energy of wishing and hoping and dreaming and living your life aimed at that goal, but it's not necessarily with this fixed, it needs to be the way I'm dreaming it sort of a way. I think you're a little bit more easy breezy, go with the flow, this feels great, let's see how it unfolds sort of energy. And that's your new dream. That's the energy you're bringing to your new wish. Now I want to back up a second with perspective and say that now that these other cards have come out, I'm looking back at this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and I'm getting the connotation of a routine, like doing something the same way each time. This is the way I do it. I make it, rinse and repeat. I do this in my life. I do it the same way. I replicate that. It works for me. Repeat, repeat, repeat. The reversal here tells me that this time around in this relationship, you're not being overly strict with your routine-oriented nature. Show me what is going to surprise Leo. What's going to affect the situation that Leo doesn't see coming? The Hierophant in reverse. Sometimes things don't need to go by the rules as you view them. Sometimes rebelling against the status quo ends up just fine. This could be something specific. If you're expecting your partner wants marriage to be on the horizon for you two. You could be surprised by a conversation that you have where they say, you know what, I don't really believe in the institution of marriage. They might have obviously their own reasons for believing that, but that's just one example. Because the Hierophant is like institutions, the way things are done, societally speaking. It could be also, if this is business related, like deciding to be entrepreneurial. But because it's going to surprise you, it probably comes from an outside person, an external source. So it could be like your partner coming to you and saying, listen, if you don't want to work for a company, if you want to strike out on your own and be an entrepreneurial person, I support you in that. We don't have to go with the status quo and work for an established organization. You could change your career and I would be fine with that. It's that sort of a vibe. So this, like, contrary to your expectation, there's a vibe of, let's try it differently. Let's go against the grain. Let's figure out a new way of doing things. Your hopes and fears, we have death in reverse. You don't want to go through a big ending again. You don't want everything that comes along with that, the big life change, the mourning, the grieving, the letting go of the old life and all the accoutrement, everything that goes along with it. Saying goodbye to friends or moving. Like, you don't want to do that again. So I think that also plays into how you're kind of loosening the reins, so to speak. It's less strict in your behavior and your life perspective than you've been in the past. And it all ends up with a big harvest. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Although you're cashing in on things that you've invested in for the long term, and it paid off in a big way. But this also tells me that you're not necessarily wanting to plant new seeds. This energy feels very like set in its ways. Like, I did that. I'm past that phase in my life. I don't want to do it again. I paid into the system. Now I want to pull that value back out and enjoy it. And I don't want to pay back in again. So this could be like, if you've raised kids and, you don't want to date someone who has young kids, or you don't want to have, like, you're having the conversation of like, I don't want to get back into the daily routine of raising kids again. Therefore, hey, new partner, no, I don't want to have kids. That's one way that I see this energy potentially fitting. Obviously, each story is going to be different, so you see how it fits to your situation. Check out the description box for, I'm picking up on a strong pull of quite a few of you right now are thinking about like, oh, I wonder if she does personal readings or whatever. Information about that is going to be in the description box. I think when this video comes out, you're probably going to have availability for group readings. Okay, your advice. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is very cavalier, very self-focused, devil may care, caution to the wind sort of energy. It tells me that what you're meant to do in this situation is center yourself. And I know Leos are right at home in that energy. You feel like that's the way that life should be anyways. So be yourself. I'm just feeling into whether there's any caution about this energy, because from a general sense, I usually get that this is like hurtful to other people. But I think with this Two of Cups here, this is, if there's another person involved, if this is like a romantic connection that we're talking about, you're already kind of on the same page as them in terms of how you live your life. And you might be wondering, should I change that? Should I be more dependent or more like entangled with this person? Should I allow their wants and needs to influence me more than I am? If that's the case, the advice is no. The advice is you're right on track with exactly how involved you are, and that you're meant to allow your own selfish passions and desires to lead you forward. That's actually going to be the best for you and for them in this chapter of your life. So Leo, I hope this helped. Have a great week, and I will see you back next time. Bye.